Okay, so this is the 9-2 practice, and what we're going to do with section 9-2 is we're looking at special right triangles of the isosceles and half the equilateral type. Their ratios for their angles are 1, 1, 2, because 45, 45, 90 is doubled, so 1, 1, 2. And then in the 30, 60, 90 triangles, you have a 30, 60, 90, so that's 1, double, triple, so it's a 1, 2, 3 ratio. So you can see that's what I sort of call them by their extended ratios. Sometimes it's easier to say that than 30, 60, 90 and 45, 45, 90. It's easier to say 1, 1, 2. So it's your choice. I'll refer to them both ways. All right, so the deal is you've got to figure out which triangle you've got first, then label the sides appropriately so the sides aren't labeled in any of these problems, and then use the correct rules to solve. So what I've done with the correct rules, you've seen them before in the lessons and live lessons. I've taken the rules and I've put them onto 2 index cards so that I can put the appropriate card next to me when I'm working. All right, I have them both here, and so you can see here if you want to take a picture of that or copy or pause the video and copy them down onto your cards or paper. It's easier to shuffle the deck, you might say, when you're dealing with which formula set. So here we have the rules that we've learned before. All right, so I'll take them away right now. So I did a couple problems previously that I want to just go through on from the homework here. So I'm going to pull up the homework assignment that we would have done in class, and here that is. All right, so let's zoom in here. We're going to look at the ones I've pre-wrote out were the 45, 45, 90s, and then we'll do a couple live 30, 60, 90s since they're a little bit more of the complex because they have more rules. All right, so the first problem, let's take a look at what we have here. So the first problem is number 3, and in problem number 3, I determined that it's a 45, 45, 90 because the sides were given to me to be the same, and because of the angles I'm recognizing isosceles. All right, so label the sides. So I did leg, leg, hypotenuse, and the third thing I used to set the correct set of rules. So I bring forward my index card with the rules, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set up the equation I need to solve, and you can see that I've already solved it out. So here it is. I use the hypotenuse where x is, so hypotenuse equals leg times root 2. Grab that formula, fill in what I know. X is the hypotenuse, and 7 is the leg, root 2. There is nothing to do here of rationalization because there is no denominator in radical, so I don't have to worry about that. So I just check it off and circle my final answer. All right, so that is number 3. All right, so the next problem we want to take a look at is number 6 that I've done for us already. And in problem number 6, you'll see that we have a hypotenuse and we're given a leg of the 45, 45, 90. So I've written that down over here. We have the hypotenuse is given as 9, the leg is unknown as x. So then the question is, well, got to use the correct formula. So I use the correct formula, and I get the value leg equals hypotenuse divided by root 2. Well, you don't write the division sign like that anymore in high school mathematics typically. So we do it as a fraction. So hypotenuse divided by root 2, and that equals 9 over root 2. The problem here is it doesn't pass our check because this is a bad grammar situation. This is what the asterisk is representing. All right, so we can't and we don't allow radicals in denominators. All right, again, no irrational number is allowed in the denominator. All right, so the next piece of the puzzle is we got to fix the bad grammar. So to fix the bad grammar, we're going to rationalize it. All right, so when I fix the bad grammar, I'm going to multiply by a ratio of 1. All right, so 9 times 1 technically. This is going to be root 2 over root 2, so that these denominators purposely will become a perfect square root. So 2 times 2 is 4, and that becomes an square root of 4 is 2. And then likewise here, 9 times root 2 is 9 times root 2. Now this has no simplification beyond this because 9 and 2 do not divide themselves out anyway. So that will then stay as my final answer with good grammar. So that becomes the correct answer that I would like to see. So in the directions on the formula card, you'll see that it says remember to rationalize. Well, this is the rationalization step. Again, whenever you have the radical down there. All right. So now we're going to switch over to the other set of problems in this homework section. So you can see numbers down here 7 through 10. And we'll start with value number 7. All right. So I'm going to flip over to the next page so I have some clean sheet. Let's do some work here. So in problem number 7, first step, identify the triangle. Well, I see that it's a 30, 60, 90. And how do I know it's a 30, 60, 90? Because I'm told that there's an angle of what? Very good, 30 degrees. So this is 30 degrees is down there. We're told that there's an X here, a 9 here, a right angle here, and a Y here. Oh, I got two unknowns. All right, so when playing with two unknowns, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Can't do with formulas. What was step 2? Well, step 2 was to identify the sides. All right, label the sides of the triangle. So before we get any further, let's label them. What are our labels? Well, in the 30, 60, 90s, I have a small leg, which is going to be opposite the 30 because that's the smallest angle. I have a large leg, which is going to be opposite the 60-degree angle. And of course, opposite the right angle is always the hypotenuse. So I'm going to make sure I actually label these. I'm writing them all out with the words. You can just put SLH. That's up to you. All right, it's your notes. It's your way of remembering things. All right, so step 3, grab the formulas. All right, and now let's play. All right, so in this particular problem, I need to find the large leg and hypotenuse. So, well, the formula lists the hypotenuse first, so let's play with that one. So the hypotenuse is found by taking 2 times the small leg. All right, I have the small leg, which is 9, so therefore this will be 2 times 9, which is 18. Okay, so I have my hypotenuse. That's done. So the other one I need is the large leg. So large leg is going to be equal to the small leg times root 3. All right, that's my formula card, so I'll remove that out of the way. And the large leg is going to be, let's see here, is x, and is equal to the small leg of 9 times root 3. Do I have to rationalize? The answer is no, because it's already in the numerator, there's no denominator. So I have a final answer for that. So again, this should be y equals, just to keep up with the algebra. All right, so give yourself a pause moment. Make sure you can go through those steps. All right, moving on. Let's take a look at number 9. Okay, in number 9, the situation changes a little bit. We still haven't identified ourselves with a 30, 60, 90 triangle. Okay, so we label this out. And in number 9, let's see here, we're dealing with the 60 is up here, the 30 is down there. Okay, so I'm making sure I still have these set correctly. And it's very important to have the 30s and the 60s in the right spots, or else you don't have a chance to label the small leg and large leg appropriately. All right, hypotenuse. Oops, I wrote the other thing. Right, 24. I started labeling already. So across from 60 is large leg. Very good. Across from the 30. Small leg, very good. And now we're time to bring in the formulas. And I'll put them up here this time. All right, so let's play. So I need the small leg and large leg. All right, well, the large leg is equal to the small leg times root 3. Well, small problem. I don't have the small leg yet. So put that on hold. We'll come back to that formula. All right. So I'll leave a little space here. We'll do small leg is equal to, I have a choice of 2. Well, do I want to use the large leg or do I want to use the hypotenuse? Well, thinking ahead, well, if I use the large leg, that's kind of not going to help me much at all because I don't got any of that. But if I have the hypotenuse, which I do, that's a good choice. So let's do that one. 24 divided by 2, which we write as 24 over 2, which we find to be 12. Look at that. So the small leg is 12. Plug in the value of 12 now up here for the small leg, and I think we can just roll it right down the road here, and we get equal to 12 times root 3 for substitution. And I get the large leg. So large leg was x, and the small leg was y. So final answer form, I have that. Nice. Still no rationalization, thankfully. All right, that's that extra step. All right, I've done good. And last but not least, let's play with number 10. All right. So in problem number 10, let me scroll this up a little bit. Last one we'll look at as review. We have a little bit of an angle triangle. If you don't mind, I am just going to straighten this puppy out. I like nice lines on graph paper. Let's see, we have 30 over in this corner. We have y over here, we have x over here, we have a 90-degree angle, and 12 root 3 going on the hypotenuse. Nice. All right, so that's our hypotenuse. We have the small leg and I have a large leg. So the same situation, kind of like number 9, I'm starting with the hypotenuse. So if you don't mind, we're going to jump right in and just do these formulas, but I'm going to switch the order since we ruled out last time. I got to get the small leg first. All right, so let's do the small leg first. All right, using my formula card. So small leg is equal to the hypotenuse divided by 2. So that's going to be 12 root 3 divided by 2. All right. It's not finalized because I've got 12 and 2. They can reduce. They are real numbers. They're not irrational, so they're not in the radical, so we can keep them. We can reduce that ratio. So we got a final answer of 6 root 3 for the small leg. All right, so there we go. So we have a value of y is equal to 6 root 3. Okay, and now one more little step. We got to get the large leg. So the large leg is equal to the small leg. Where is it? Small leg times root 3. All right, put the small leg in, get 6 root 3 times root 3. All right, so now we have a little math here. We don't have anything dividing, so we don't have any rationalization, but root 3 times root 3 is the same as saying 6 root 9. And we all know the square root of 9 is really just 3. So this is 9 times root 9, 6 times root 9, so it's 6 times 3. And 6 times 3 is 18 units. All right, so that's my large leg, and my large leg is x. So we'll say that's x, as you can see in the problem. So x equals 18, y equals 6 root 3. All right. Sometimes you'll multiply some radicals through. Sometimes you'll have to do the division on the rationalization. All right. So I hope these examples kind of brought back some of the needs for this section, and good luck with any of them. Email us if you have any specific questions. Thank you guys, and we'll catch you on the next one.